Hello viewers, welcome to Elim TV, a station where you watch, learn and also interact. Your tutor today is Mr. Wanyoike, an agriculture teacher. In today's lesson, we are in Form 2 work, lesson 38, and the topic is crop production 5 and the subtopic is tomato production. On to the lesson objective. By the end of this lesson, you're supposed to discuss the ecological requirements required during tomato production, and also number 2, state the various tomato varieties. Then we go to the ecological requirement. Whenever you are carrying out tomato production, the first ecological requirement is rain. And therefore, the rain should range from 760 millimeters to 1300 millimeters and well distributed throughout the year. And if the rainfall is not there, you can also irrigate the tomatoes. Then number 2, we have altitude. The altitude should range from 0 to 2100 meters above sea level, and therefore any altitude between 0 to 2100 meters above sea level is ideal for tomato production. Then we have number 3, we have the soil. And whenever we are cultivating the tomatoes in the farm, you normally require a highly fertile soil, well-developed and fertile soil. And finally, temperature is also an ecological requirement. That is, it should be warm. Warm temperature is required because a lot of water will destroy the plant, especially during flowering. When there is a lot of temperature, it will increase the rate of evapotranspiration, and therefore the plant, the tomato plants may end up drying. The varieties which are normally grown mostly in Kenya, we have fresh market. And examples of fresh market, we have the money maker. Another example, we have 100 folds. Another example, we have Bee Eater, Ponderosa, and Super Mermaid. The second kind or type of variety is the processing variety. And the processing varieties include the Carl J, we have San Marzano, then we have 10X hybrid, and also we have the Kenya Beauty. And we have some images of the tomatoes there. Then we go to the nursery establishment. There are certain key practices that you're supposed to consider when it comes to nursery establishment. The first one, we have site selection. The second one is land clearing, and the third one is primary cultivation, and the other one is secondary cultivation. These terms, I think we discussed them during crop production 1, and land clearing is the slashing or the removal of the vegetation cover of the previous crops. Then primary cultivation, we defined it in crop production 1 as well as secondary cultivation. And there are several tools which are supposed to be used when establishing a nursery. You can use an ox plow to carry out primary cultivation, djembe to carry out primary cultivation, and a rake for soil leveling. And we go to the I'm going to define the term nursery. And a nursery refers to a piece of land. It refers to a piece of land which is supposed to cover a length of your choice and a width of 1.5 meters. Remember, the width of 1.5 meters is very, very important because it facilitates the easy carrying out of the management practices such as watering, disease control, and therefore you can easily be in a position to irrigate both sides when you are just standing from one side. And therefore the width, that width which is 1.5 meters is very, very important. And the length of your choice, you can have a length of 10 meters, a length of 20 meters, depending with the demand of the seedlings in the market, or the demand of seedlings which you are intending to produce. we have come to the end of today's lesson, and I'm going to mark the end of this lesson by assigning you this work. The question number 1, you're supposed to state any 2 main varieties of tomatoes, and number 2, explain any 2 ecological requirement during tomato production. For reference, you can refer from the KLB Secondary Agriculture Student Book 2, and that is 3rd edition, and the publisher is the Kenya Literature Bureau. For more information, you can reach us at Erim TV using the following addresses. You can use an SMS using that number, that is positive 254 723 144 and 259. Then you can use the YouTube at Erim TV, Facebook platform at Erim TV, and finally Twitter at Erim TV _KE. Thank you for joining me in this lesson, and we are hoping in the next lesson you are also going to be remain tuned to Erim TV for you to be enlightened.